Happy Friday. I am crawling to the finish line here. That's the kind of week it is. Woke up to the news. LeBron to the Sixers. Great. Great. Making eye contact with Corey right now. Corey, I feel for you and your Ohio community in the wake of the LeBron news. We're talking LeBron.
Don't put me in with you guys. I love LeBron. So this is fine for me.
Oh, you don't mind?
No, not at all.
Really?
He can do no. They've moved on. He can do no wrong. To be honest with you.
You don't want him to like retire?
I don't care.
After. Okay, sorry.
I love LeBron. LeBron's basketball.
LeBron is basketball. That's true. And Michael Jordan, and Magic Johnson.
I do like Michael Jordan, but LeBron.
Magic Johnson played basketball.
Yes. Lakers.
Yes. I thought maybe LeBron would retire. I thought LeBron was going to retire with the Harlem Globetrotters.
That would make.
I was just confirming. I was confirming.
I just skimmed over it. It wasn't worth talking about.
No, I was confirming. Magic Johnson, he's basketball also, right?
For Laker fans.
Like, it was rhetorical. It was like, duh, Magic Johnson's basketball, right?
A question.
No, it was a rhetorical, it was a cheeky statement.
You don't know anything about basketball. Bye.
Not the slightest idea. Luke, are you excited? Okay, I'm sorry. Oh, Lucas is upset.
I support Lucas through this.
Is he gone from his desk? Oh, I thought he was crying in the bathroom. Not anymore, though. Yeah, nobody's excited. Except for Corey. The people are excited. They see you in front of
Hey, I'm not excited. Let me question.
Well, you're coming off really excited.
Not excited, but not mad.
Okay, you're not mad.
Yeah.
You're indifferent.
Yeah, and if he wins a 5th ring, then what are they gonna say now?
Yeah, true. Fair. Thank you, Corey. God, he's great, huh? You know, I'm really impressed. Anytime, like I was talking to Chris this morning about it, I don't look at Chris and go, oh, this guy knows basketball. You know what I mean? And when he was talking, he really knew his stuff. So it's really incredible to me. LeBron really reaches the people. Kobe also the GOAT, duh. Rest in power. Good morning, Diamond Jen Girl. Oh, Melissa says hi. Melissa's behind the camera today. That's why the quality's so good. You get that. Hey, Malicious. I love when the people write malicious in the chat. That's a good nickname.
What's up, LJ, JL?
Yeah. We got Danny Madison, LJ, Antonio, Nate, Nancy, Queen, Robert Bruno, J-Rock. Guys, we have the setup of all setups today. Dude, this is the most goated team in the building. We were saying the other day, if we did a TMZ field day, broadcast would win. The broadcast team would win due to the sheer grit, strength, and determination. Coming in second place, obviously social media. We are young and spry and really malleable. We could do cartwheels and stuff like that. Last place is gonna be Big Dogs. I'm Harvey and Charles. I know Harvey thinks he's macho. I'd love to see him play tug of war against the director of fun. You know, he doesn't stand a chance. So, Jackson Baker Jr., I want to give Talia $1 million. Absolutely, you can do that. Oh, never mind, there was a follow-up. $1 million to date me. No, you can send me the money. I've been big into like watching Ocean's 8, Ocean's 11, Ocean's 9. Just big into like all the oceans. Just big into like high value women scams. So working on that. Yeah. Hustlers is such a good movie. Tiffany, Talia, you don't know anything about basketball. Just read the chat. Thank you. Correct. Thank you. You know what? Hey. It takes one to know one. I thought he was going to play with the people and all along end up re-signing with the Lakers. I really thought he was going to go to the Heat once that press conference leaked. I was like, ooh, he'll do like 2 years in Miami. That's like retirement core. Like he'll just be in his like white jeans, Miami Vice era. Nancy, Melissa in the MF house. Malicious. Oh, yeah. Nate Housen. Hey, Charles. Oh, he's over there. What is in Oceans 8, 9, 10, 11? Isn't that all male-based robbers? No, I think they're... Isn't it like Anne Hathaway? Or is she Hustlers? No, I think one of the Oceans is women. Oceans 11. Yeah. Hey, this is my boss. Hey, what's up, big dog? I gotta ask you later then. Okay. Probably just how many coffees and bonuses I'll get today. No big deal. It's probably something really light. I knew he wasn't coming back to the Lakers. Julia Roberts, not Anne Hathaway. Good morning, senors. The Ocean franchise has Julia Roberts. Yes. Oh. LeBron wants to collab with Philly rappers after Drake beef. Is that true? I don't understand that sentence. I'm not well versed. Is it just Ocean's 8? Ocean's 9, 10, 11? 8, 9, 10, 11? 8, 9, 10, 11? Yeah, guess. Yeah, good guess. Hello, all from MIA, Miami, where it's hot as hell. Jesse Nia Garcia, we really thought you were going to get LeBron. I play poker at the Ocean's 11 Casino in Oceanside, California. Gotta go there. Welcome back, Jesse. Nancy. Hey there, Felice Friday. It's always Felice when it's Friday. Shout out to Melissa, keeping TMZ alive. True dat. You got it. Where is Devin the Eater? He doesn't have lunch on his desk yet. I will be getting Erewhon for lunch today. I have a gift card. Monique, I see you, girl. Hot in London, the land of Jackson. It's the only way I refer to London. I'm like, oh, where Jackson's from.
Literally.
In Australia, I'm like, oh, where Charlie Cotton's from. You know it. Let's see what's on our docket for the day. Me and Netta hit the town last night. We went out. It was lit. That's why I'm in my pajamas. And yep, okay. Let's see here. We're gonna be talking about Diddy. He got into a prison fight, is in the SHU. What does SHU stand for? What does SHU stand for? I always thought it was like the self-harm unit where like they put the prisoners who are in like the suicide vests. Special housing unit. He's in solitary confinement. It's good that we know that because we say it a lot. Security housing unit or specialized housing unit. The H stays the same. That's good. We'll be talking about that. We'll be talking about Nolan Wells. I think we have some info there. Harrowing case. A bit of lighter news here. We'll be talking about Tom Holland, projectile vomiting hot wings on Hot Ones. Oh, somebody said it could also be solitary holding unit. That's good. I won't be getting the $12 water at Erewhon. I will, however, be getting a salad, which I know is dangerous, but I'm willing to roll the dice calorically. Tom Holland, projectile vomiting hot wings. LeBron James, obviously. Are you guys young enough to remember that? LeBron James, that meme? Maybe not. Taylor Frankie Paul stuff, I believe we have. A little bit of David info. We got a real mix of some highs and some lows for sure. For sure. I was able to watch TMZ TV last night, and I heard that y'all going to do TMZ After Dark. Yeah. That is our nighttime weekend tour. It is lit with a capital L. What about last night versus? Tawanda was telling us about that today. about the game. He chugged a whole bottle of Don Julio. Don Julio, acting like a foolio, as the kids say. Thanks, Brandon. We did get a shout out last night on Versus. I think this might be a comment about Devin's appearance. No worries, we'll skip right past that one. Devin, what are you doing this weekend? Are you happy it's Friday? That's nice. What are you gonna? That's good. You're just hanging out?
Gonna hang out?
No, are you just gonna hang out?
Oh, yeah.
No, we're not hanging out this weekend. I have plans.
I'm sure you do. So
Anyways,
they're really exciting.
Since everyone was asking, my two best friends from college are coming to town.
Tasty or whatever her name is?
No, Fancy is my roommate.
Fancy.
Jane and Maisie are coming tonight.
What a
Jane and Maisie are coming, and we're gonna go surfing, and we're gonna play games, and we're gonna play Rummy Cube, and we're gonna have yogurt, and we're gonna have a lobster roll. It's truly my dream weekend. We're gonna go to, shout out, I know we don't do free ads, not sponsored, but shout out Yogurt if you're really into non-dairy frozen yogurt, no refined sugars. This is your place.
Damn, you guys are a good time, huh?
All right, well, since I'm done hosting for the day, Devin, why don't you take it away? Yeah, y'all could never.
All right, let me call this.
Everybody wants a village, nobody wants to be a villager, you know? I was talking about that yesterday in context of plumbing. Everybody wants a plumber, nobody wants to plumb. Learn a trade today. You never know where it might take you. I want a plumber, but I've also plumbed, you know? You gotta put in the work to see the work. Kelly Smith goes, tasty? No, her name is Fancy. Fancy Stern. He's on the phone, but I'll let him know after. They said you're great in the morning, Devin. After 10 a.m., he gets a little nasty. The game and YG were fire last night on Versus. The game mentioned TMZ. Yeah. I did see that. Oh, if I had a daughter, I would name her Mazzy because of Mazzy Star. He's right behind me, isn't he? Brandy, my queen, where's she? Vanessa Joe. Hey, Kasara. You gotta love Devin's shade. True. I want a sandwich, but not the sand. Just the witch. My mom used to make us sandwich sushi as kids, where she'd make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and then use like the rolling pin and make it really flat and then roll it up and cut it. And so it was like PB&J sushi rolls. Anybody here cream cheese and jelly people? We used to eat a lot of cream cheese and jelly growing up. So good. Cream cheese and jelly on a bagel at school was my... I think it might be an East Coast thing. It's cream cheese and jelly is one of my favorite foods. I always wanted Uncrustables to do a cream cheese and jelly one. So good. Talia, how about you hit up the clubs and bars in Hollywood with your friends? I definitely will, but believe it or not, I'm at the workplace. So I'm not outlining those details for you all. True honesty. Thanks. Nancy? I think I'll never get Botox because I like to keep my face really expressive. Kind of get like a beautiful gesture thing going on. Some comments to Talia don't seem friendly, so I don't comment, but don't like. Thank you. Fried bologna, I have it, but a pumpernickel bagel used to be my favorite. Also, what is that? What is a pumpernickel bread? Same, I used to love going to the like bagel place right by my house in the morning, and I'd get a pumpernickel bagel. I was 7 years old. That's like an old man bagel. So good though. It tastes like so good. Or an egg everything. Egg everything. Bacon, egg, and cheese on an egg everything. Salt, pepper, ketchup, and one of those giant iced coffees that they wrap in the... Ooh, I'm so hungry. I know, I'm like, it might be worth it. Too young for Botox. Yeah, true, but you could do preventative, like baby Botox. But you know what? I'm just trying to take care of it the natural way by not drinking water, by going out. Oh, is pumpernickel just rye bread? All right, we have to do a bit of journalistic research. What is pumpernickel? A heavy, dark, slightly sweet sourdough bread traditionally made with coarsely ground, unbolted rye flour. It's so good. Oh, it's German. Why is it called pumpernickel? Traces back to 17th century Westphalian dialect in Germany. The name humorously translates to fart demon or devil's fart, combining the verb pumpern, to break wind, with nickel, an old name for a goblin or the devil. This was an abusive nickname alluding to the bread's heaviness and tendency to cause flatulence. It is literally a fart bagel. This is the best day of my life. Do you know how exciting it is when you look something up and somehow it circles back to a fart? That is beautiful. Hi, Brandy. Sorry, I was researching the history of fart bread. Brandy is my newest TikTok follower. Love that queen. I see you, girl. Follow Melissa on TikTok, too. Ooh. Morning. Did you see that? I just said good morning, and it... Roll your eyes, you might find a brain back there. Yep.
Keep on them. You might find your brain back there.
Yeah, and my mom goes, they're gonna get stuck. They're gonna get stuck. Because I'd always do like stupid faces. You guys are gonna get stuck. They didn't. I see fine. Fart demon bagels. So good. Casey Corell. I loved yogurt when I was visiting California. So good. French toast is not French either. Who knew? I love challah French toast. I feel like that's another East Coast one, maybe. Challah French toast, matzo brie. Kind of Jewish food. Rockalily. Charles is so easily annoyed. Yes. This job, I think some of the skills I've learned at this job, not only like time management and professionalism, but also like rage baiting for sure. I've gotten pretty good at that. Definitely like button pushing. That's a big skill I've learned here. Yeah, I think that those are the big four. Bagel Chalet? Jillian NYC, how do you know about Bagel Chalet? That place is truly, instead of a hospital, I think I was born in a Bagel Chalet. Did you know pumpernickel is called that because it translates in German to the devil's fart? We just looked it up. We were talking about pumpernickel bagels. No, I'm serious, because it's such a heavy rye bread. Pumpern means to break wind in German, and nickel was a commonly used word for the devil. That's why boys named Nicholas are the worst.
I'm trying to figure out which part of this is the troll.
It's all the truth.
Like
the troll is just the part that it's a fart
There's probably like
joke.
one part that's true.
No, they're all
and
true
then
here.
The rest of it is full troll.
Against my better judgment, I'll let you see my phone. I'm gonna get a nasty text about you though. Like, ugh, isn't Charles so annoying today? It's the truth.
Humorously translates.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Humorously
why
is
wouldn't it just say translate?
So humorously is an adjective that describes the translation. So
It's actually
the translation.
It's actually an adverb.
Okay, the ly. Yeah, you got me there, big dog.
Zing! Grammar.
An adverb
Anyway.
is an adjective that is in action. So humor. The translation is humorous. Did you hear ASU is having a social media major now? Just when you thought it couldn't get worse.
I don't know why this is a reason to shit on ASU.
No, it's not. It's just a reason to shit on education.
Sorry that we're adapting with society.
It's just crazy, like.
I don't know, just innovating over here. Sorry, it's Tempe doing
But you're
what
gonna
we can
get
to help
you're gonna
society.
get a bunch of like.
You already have that bunch of like.
Yeah,
and
that's
you're
true.
one of
I
them,
am.
so keep it up.
I know, I'm shitting on it, but meanwhile, that is my job. So it would have been
And
really
over
nice.
here trashing.
I know, it would have been nice to have a degree in what my job is.
Yeah, instead of ballet, like that really got you somewhere.
It got me here, so. But wait
You
till
know what we need?
But
We
wait
need
till
a-
this place gets a
You know,
trapeze.
we need a dance major.
But wait till this place gets a trapeze in it. I'm gonna blow your mind. Talia drinking coffee, wait for the caffeine to kick in. Joke's on you, I'm 3 in, baby. This isn't Starbucks in my cup. Ooh. Ooh. If there's tzatziki, I'm getting word that there's Greek food in the
In my head, I don't know how I'm gonna keep all this shit straight.
Oh. Streamer University coming to life. That was a clever comment. Clorox Bleach Company. Did someone deliver your coffee? It's fresh. No, I picked it up and drank it all. I got the horchata cold brew, so good, from Starbucks. And then I refilled this in the kitchen with like the coffee machine several times. Thank you. Senors hang out, I really appreciate it. 90 milligrams of caffeine in a cup of coffee. I'm about 300 in, I think. I'm starting to feel it in my heart. But I had tater tots, so that'll... Alex Fairweather, I don't like green food. I've actually been really into cooked spinach recently. It's so soft. It's so good. Popeye core. Wait, does he eat cream spinach? Popeye eats creamed spinach? Just regular spinach. Cream spinach is so good, though. Aw. Monique, shout out my baby. Tell her name is Ryoko. Shout out Ryoko. Oh, yeah. I think it's awesome you have a ballet degree. It's actually circus dance, which is arguably slightly more niche. Oh, my first name is Carol. Carol Casey. Nice. That's a cool way to spell Carol. Even if you are not an influencer, it makes sense on how to not be embarrassing in your web meeting. That's true. Everybody needs social media etiquette at the very least.
Eric. I just got it.
It's vodka in Talia coffee cup. She's in 3 already. If you think I would be able to stand after even a singular espresso martini, you'd be wrong. There's no way I'd be capable of working. Spinach, tomato. Do you like cream spinach? It's one of my favorite foods, actually. What are you most excited to talk about today?
I wish I could say that we have all the answers for Nolan Wells. We don't. But getting closer to getting more of a picture of what happened and when it happened and some of the people involved on Horn Island. It still doesn't say, the part that's still missing is who was with Nolan when whatever happened. And there's some conflicting stories. Well, that's what that means, Daniela. Who was with him when whatever happened. See, I still don't see how no one could be with him unless he just decided, bye, everybody, and I don't know, swam out into the ocean. Like, no, nobody is said. I firmly believe. But by the way, you guys, Daniela was talking in my ear.
I know, I was about to say,
I'm totally
I think
having a conversation with
people
Daniela,
have
and
no
you guys
idea.
have no idea
People
what.
I
might
was about
think
to
you
start
have
being like saying Daniela's
like a
words
sixth
verbatim.
sense.
Daniela said, "Well, the people, no one,
Daniela.
you know."
Sorry,
Can we get her on
I got
speaker?
lost in the conversation.
Danielle, you're making great points,
Do
by
you
the way.
want- I know we have a guest on this, but do you want Beckerman? For
I know,
the top-
Charles
the
looks like
top
he's,
part,
like,
or do you want to
nuts.
do it by yourself?
Is your food good?
I thought you had such a bad take last week, but you're so right about the war
Okay, we have the
Sorry.
Yeah,
You're
please.
so right about that.
Anyway,
No, but the man's
Yeah.
speaking sense.
that's
I
fine.
mean, let him.
You can speak your personal. You're so right. It's after the show.
How's the food?
Do you want floor for Nolan for the top, or do you want to do it solo?
For
Yeah, get in
Diddy.
there,
I
champ.
mean, no. Oh yes. I'm sorry for Diddy. Yes. Sorry.
Just narrating for the people at home.
Um,
Oh, Nancy, what did you ask? Let me look. I'm sorry.
no.
Okay. No floor for this, just Charles. And Haley, you can open the Zoom room. Our guest should be joining in 5 minutes. Thank you.
Nancy. Oh, our TikToks. We can leave them in the comments.
Yes. So yeah, we're going to talk about Nolan Wells in just a few minutes, but we're going to start with what went down at Fort Dix. Diddy getting into a little brawl. Happens in prison, right? Except that he's got a lot on the line. Like, guy wants to get out of prison, but this is not potentially not going to help him. He gets out. So what did they reduce? February 2028. About a year and a half. Year and a half. Ish. More than a year and a half. Fresh. What do you guys think? One button? No button? No button? No. One button feels right, but what looks right? Not you, Danielle. I'm talking to the chat. Already got me in trouble, Danielle. I'm having conversations with you, and the chat doesn't know who I'm talking to. Think I'm crazy. Can we do a poll? One button or no button? Can't tell. I don't know. Been going back and forth all morning. One button? No button.
No button. It's a little more lax.
But
No,
is it
it's-
too lax?
No. No. Oh, Black Beauty said no buttons, of course. Manic Bubble Girl, no button. Oh, comment below that, no shirt. Okay.
Fair
that's
enough.
Not enough. Please no, please no. Slay down, slay down. Another comment, Charles, take it off. Okay. How many buttons? One or none?
I walked into
Oh.
it. I'm sorry.
71% right now saying one.
Ah, see?
They're loading. One
like
button
keep-
looks
like
more
keep it
professional,
professional.
more
Exa-
finished.
See, we're on the same page,
Oh
chat.
wait, it's starting to go down.
More finished.
One button holds the shape of the shirt.
It-
I don't know. I'm in
That's it,
pajamas and
exactly.
flip-flops,
Holds
so.
the shape of the shirt better.
Is it a Viore shirt?
It might be.
Joker's Wild said, I wear those Viore shirts, so comfortable.
What up, Joker?
Senor's
All
Hand
right.
said, these ladies are hilarious.
Danielle, are you ready? Hmm. Waiting for our guest to join us. I guess we could start and just lead up to that. Yeah. Yeah. You know, we used to have a camera on our director, and then our director at the time turned into a big old scaredy cat. Then he didn't want to be on camera. When did he go in? Was it July last year?
Hey, senors, was Reagan.
Yeah, when he went to Fort Texas. Oh, yes, he hasn't been there that long. Yes, yeah. Brooklyn, MDC. Oh, we do? Right, but we got the video. Well, you're saying them. Is there more than one video? Oh, okay. Right. Okay. Daniela, just so you guys know, we just got some video of Diddy. You don't necessarily have to roll it now, but you can certainly use it. Trying to confirm exactly when it's from, but allegedly it is after the. Yeah. Right. Okay. All right, let's go. Ready, Daniela? She said, yeah, we're all set. I don't want you guys to think I'm just making people up in my head. A little peanut gallery over here. All right. Welcome to TMZ Live. Diddy is in a world of trouble, potentially in prison, because, right now he is scheduled to get out of prison in February of 2028. That date might be getting pushed a little into the future because he got into a fight, got into a little fight with, I'm saying little, but when you're in prison, I guess every fight is a pretty big one. But got into a fight when he was at his prison, Fort Dix Federal Correctional Institute in New Jersey. And we're told this went down sometime on Wednesday. And right now, as we speak, all evidence points to the fact that Diddy is still in solitary as punishment for what went down on Wednesday. So we're told that there was some dispute, some verbal dispute with another inmate. The way it was described to us is that this other inmate had dissed Diddy. We don't know what it was over, if it was some beef that had been brewing or something specific that day on Wednesday, but whatever it was, that verbal diss turned into a scuffle, some pushing and shoving going on, and then an all-out fight between the two of them. And the way it was described is that Diddy, quote, held his own. I guess that means he didn't get his ass beat, but he didn't really beat up the other guy that badly. Either way, during the fight, it did not last very long before guards jumped in and separated them. Now, what happened right after, we're still trying to figure out the details of that, but at some point, we know that Diddy was sent into the shoe, and it seems like he is still there here we are on Friday morning. Now, he's getting this punishment, and maybe that doesn't sound that bad that he's been in solitary for a couple of days now, but that's not the biggest part of this. The bigger part of this for Diddy is how long is he going to end up being in prison? So we had reported that his release date right now is scheduled for February of 2028. But a lot of that is based on him getting credits for certain rehabilitation programs that he's enrolled in, and part of it being for good behavior, an assumption that there's going to be good behavior. So this fight certainly doesn't seem to help that, the good behavior part of that. Although it depends on how it started, and that's kind of what we're gonna talk to our guest about, because how will the warden of Fort Dix figure out if Diddy is to blame here, and does this mean that he's going to get more time added on, and that, you know, at this point he's been in for almost a year and a half. I'm sorry, he's got a year and a half left. He went in October of last year. So how does that all work out? So joining us to talk about that is Howard Robertson. Howard is a retired warden from Rikers Island Correctional Facility in New York, and he is joining us now to talk about the process. Howard, welcome to TMZ Live. Yep. Yep. You want to do that light over his right shoulder? Sunlight. If there's a way to block it, that would be great, but. Is that a grand back there? Grand? What? For. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, because there's not that. I mean, it's interesting to see sort of the. Yeah, we're not. This is not for showing him. Oh, perfect. Hey, Howard, can you hear me? This is Charles.
Yes, how you doing? Oh my goodness, Charles.
Stay
Wait a
with
minute,
us. Stay
man.
with us.
Yeah. Let me try this way now. Okay, how about that?
That's perfect. Excellent.
Okay.
Thank you for setting that up. So I've already done the part where we laid out what happened with the fight, and now we're just going to come to you for what's the next steps
Okay.
for the warden, for Diddy. Okay. So joining us now to talk about what the next steps might look like for Diddy is Howard Robertson. He is a retired warden at Rikers Island Correctional Facility, and he's joining us now. Howard, welcome to TMZ Live.
And thanks for having me. I'm a huge fan of the show.
Oh, thank you very much. We appreciate that. So I know that we are somewhat popular in prisons, that we get a lot of play in the prisons.
Yeah.
So Howard, what is the fights in prison? I would imagine happen semi-frequently, but when you have a high-profile inmate like Diddy, is it something that you're more on alert for, that there could be other inmates that are looking to start fights with them just to make a name for themselves?
Yes, that's always a major concern. So when you have a high-profile individual like Diddy, he would be placed in administrative segregation. So you're not in solitary confinement, but also you're not in general population. So that's where an individual like him would be placed if he was on Rikers Island.
Right. Now, we've seen photos and videos of him interacting with other prisoners out in the yard at Fort Dix. So it seemed like it was a fairly comfortable as prison can be, situation for him. But after you have one fight like what happened on Wednesday, is there an increased level of danger for Diddy? Is it sort of like blood in the water for sharks? Do other inmates say, all right, this guy, got into a fight with him, this guy threw a few punches at him, I'm next? Is that something now you're on the lookout for?
Well, we're always on the lookout for things of that nature, but in his case, in anybody's case for that matter, you have to step up to the plate and you have to defend yourself. It would be sharks in the water if Diddy didn't defend himself. But in this case, he fought back. I don't know whether he won or lost, but in these cases, it really doesn't matter whether you win or lose. You have to fight back,
Right.
which is what he apparently did.
So speaking of that, and that's the report that we got, was that he, held his own, defended himself well until the guards came in and broke this up. What happens next for Diddy and for the warden? Is there a determination that has to be made as to who was the aggressor here? Because if it was Diddy, I could see where potentially that means he's not getting credit for good behavior, and now suddenly his sentence, he ends up staying in longer. The scheduled release date gets pushed back.
Well, what generally happens, you have a physical confrontation between two inmates. The officer in the housing unit and the rec yard, wherever it occurred at, they're going to use verbal commands to try to stop the fight from occurring. If that doesn't work, then they have to use physical force, only the amount that's necessary to quell the incident. The two combatants, they're separated. They receive immediate medical attention, and then we start the interviewing process to determine who did what, who started the fight. They'll be interviewed. The other inmates in the general vicinity, they'll be interviewed. If they have cameras, they'll look at the film, and he's going to have his day in court. There's a hearing, and based on the findings of all the evidence that's gathered, the inmates' statements, a determination will be made as to whether or not he's guilty in terms of starting the fight or just being a participant. And if found guilty, he can receive up to 30 days in punitive segregation. But all those things have to take place prior to being placed in solitary confinement.
So all that would happen before solitary confinement, because the report that we had is that he is now in the SHU, and he didn't go in. It seems like he didn't go in immediately, but that it's happened sometime between. The fight was on Wednesday. As of this morning, our information is that he was still in the SHU. Do you think it's possible they already had, did their interviews and determined that he deserves some form of punishment in the prison?
Well, that's the only way that you could put him in the shoe. In the city system, just so people will know the difference.
Right.
We call it the bang, the hole, the box, or punitive segregation. In some states, they call it the shoe, which is SHU, Special Housing Unit. So he's in the shoe, which doesn't have to mean solitary confinement. It could just mean administrative segregation,
Got it.
where he's not in general population, but he's not in solitary confinement.
Got it. Okay. So as far as once they determine if they were to determine that he was the aggressor, does that get reported then back to the judge? Or is it just the Bureau of Prisons that will make the determination, okay, we're going to add 2 months to his time?
Well, that's the determination that goes through the courts when they take a look at his overall prison record. So whatever he does inside of that facility during the time of his incarceration, there's a report that's being made, especially on a guy like him. So when the court system, when they check to see if this guy deserves to be released based on his good behavior, then this is going to be a strike against him.
Okay. All right. Well, we will see what happens with Diddy. Howard, really appreciate your insight on this, and we will maybe we'll be talking to you in the future.
Okay.
Appreciate your
Thanks
insight.
for having me.
All right.
Appreciate you.
Okay.
Hi, me again. I'm sweating from sitting down so much. It's exhausting being me. Right, David? Hey, how are you?
What's up, Tony?
Big plans this weekend?
Not yet. I'm preparing for a move-in. I actually have a new place.
Oh, where are you moving to?
Santa Monica.
Oh my God, we'll be neighbors.
You're moving to Santa Monica?
No, I live in Santa Monica. I live in Brentwood. It's like same thing. Same thing.
How are your roommates doing?
They're lit as hell. Georgia and Fancy. They got lit names. We're in Santa Monica. We're not.
Right.
Don't release your address. Who are you living by yourself or with friends?
Obviously. With two friends. Two friends from college.
You know, a triangle is the strongest shape. 3 is the magic number.
Yeah, it's better than 10 roommates because I currently had 10, and that was a mess.
That
We're down to 2.
I think legally that's a tenement.
Is that?
I think that, or we had major problems in the University of Georgia with the sorority houses because they were all brothels.
It wasn't a frat house I was living in, just a senior house with 10 people, just to clarify.
That's crazy.
I know. That's just
That's
how housing
too
works,
I don't
I guess.
like that many people.
Yeah, especially 10 guys.
That's
It
disgusting.
was tough to cook in there. Our
That
fridge
is-
has a lot of dried up blood in it.
Wait,
and just
blood?
Moldy, like blood from meat, not like actual
I'm
blood.
gonna throw up.
Yeah.
I think human blood might even be
Corey's
better.
like icking in the back.
Oh God.
Yeah, I'm left to clean it all so we don't get charged with our security deposit.
Nice. Oh, Robert Bruno, one of our commenters, hates me and the way I dress, and he wrote, "He's cute. That's why you need to dress well at work."
Ah.
I don't have to do anything. Thanks, David. Good luck with the new place. Take it away, Charles. I was just... 10 roommates is insane.
Oh,
The way
it's true?
Talia's dressed today, she doesn't have to worry about getting hit on. I wasn't worried. I wasn't looking for it. Take a look around, okay? That's the last thing I'm concerned about in this place. A bunch of lookers, just 10s, 10s, 10s. I mean, be real for a second. And everyone's like married and has a kid. This is not my crowd.
Married men.
Married men with children. I'm good, thanks. Good luck on the blood fridge cleaning. That's really funny.
DUI for, Tony Romo's?
Yeah, of course, I like his steakhouse.
Tony Romo. That's not.
You knew exactly what you were
I
doing.
actually
But,
didn't.
see,
He's a Dallas Cowboys
I'm onto
player.
it. I know. What?
He's a Dallas Cowboys player. Was.
He was.
He was. And he also had a steakhouse where we went the night before my bat mitzvah.
Tony Roma's is not Tony Romo's.
Well, they gotta be friends at the very least. I'm sure they get each other's mail all the time.
Going to 7.
Yep.
Wait,
They
the people are
get each other's
flaming my
mail.
outfit. God forbid a girl wants to relax.
Flame them back.
It's Friday.
Who knows what they look like?
I sh-
Here we go.
We're prepared. Yeah, don't even.
Yeah,
Do not
his
even.
go-to is, I don't have a mic. There's usually 3 on his desk.
J-Rock, I don't know what you're laughing about. What is this outfit, bro?
Swag.
Don't try to deflect.
I'm deflecting.
Wow, don't try to deflect.
I mean, come on, bro.
Not on my outfit.
You're fully deflected.
Well, you're wearing a dress, which is very unlike you. All right, let's get to the show. Let's get to the show.
dress? And you're wearing high waters.
These are.
All right, we done ripping on each other? Can I please do the show?
Sorry, Leslie. Let's get this thing done.
Well, the things actors have to do to promote their films. Tom Holland went on The Hot Ones. Not anything new for him. He's been on before, but he's out right now. He's got The Odyssey out now, and Spider-Man is coming out next week. So, yes, he went out to do the old promo thing. But he also ended up making history because, as far as we know, he is the first person to go on Hot Ones and have a reversal of fortune, as they say in the food game. Yeah, he puked.
Okay. Okay, we're rolling. Yeah, what the Let's go! Let's go! Take a picture of it! Let's go! Holy come here, Tom. Hey, here.
You can use that.
Oh,
Look, you were told I got none of it on my phone.
I need a picture of that. That's a problem. Has anybody...
Did I hear some say take a picture of that?
Yeah,
So,
it sucks that they didn't actually show it. I guess they didn't want to.
I think they actually have the shot.
Oh,
and
of course they do.
spared him because you just see his shoulder go down and you hear it also.
It's crazy because this isn't even the first time he's been on it. So you think, like, once you do something once, it would be easier the second time. This appears to be, it was at the very end. So how the show works is it obviously gets hotter and hotter.
Yeah.
And the last one, they not only have a hot wing, but then you pour the hottest hot sauce on top of it, which is, at least it wasn't the first couple wings. I mean, that's, I guess, like a spin zone on this.
I don't know why you go on a second time. I don't get it. It's not worth it. You already proved if this is about machismo, you did it.
I don't know. People.
Why do you go on again?
I mean, to promote the movie,
This
obviously.
is what happens. You go on again, and then you end up puking. So let this be a lesson to all actors and singers who want to promote whatever. Do it once. You go back a second time. You got no one to blame but yourself. And the poor PA who has to clean up after you.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, you think so? Yeah. You think the PA is actually going down there going like, oh, this is great.
Yeah.
Get Tom Holland's puke.
How do you do with hot stuff? Or
I don't.
Oh, really?
I do not.
I love spicy food.
Yes, I know.
Oh, I know. I didn't even think
I
about
love spicy food.
Where are we going? Work for Nolan Wells.
I want-
Going over here?
Yeah.
I want a tahine rim.
What's he doing? Does he live there?
Yeah, he's from there.
Oh, yeah, he is.
He's from Wisconsin.
Oh, is it mixing the milk maybe with the spice? Like it curdles the milk?
He's from there.
But-
I heard him on a podcast.
But no, you drink the milk to cool. It's the only
It
thing that cools
cools
off
it,
your mouth.
but I think in your stomach, drink milk and hot
It
sauce.
doesn't curdle. Do you know what it takes to curdle? Milk doesn't curdle like that.
I don't know. I'm not really familiar.
I'm not familiar with the process.
I'm not really familiar with the product either.
I'm not familiar. I'm just gonna throw out. I've heard of milk curdling.
I'm familiar with the idea.
All right. Yes.
The last time I saw Nolan was 3 o'clock. and Nolan was cradling a girl in his arms, Katie. My buddy yelled for Nolan, get on the boat. We're leaving. The boat's having issues. And no, he didn't say that, but he was panicking. Nolan, get the boat. Get on the boat. And Nolan said, no, I'm staying out here.
I heard the girl that he was with, Katie, had text somebody that she heard people yelling
Correct.
for Nolan to get on it. Is that true?
And I have a picture of that. She texted my buddy, and the next day everybody was panicking, and everybody's texting Katie, because she was obviously seen with Nolan the whole day at the island. Katie sent a message to my buddy the next day and said, this is the last time I saw him, he's really sweet. But she also mentioned that the last time she saw Nolan was when my buddy was yelling at him to get on the boat. And she was right there to see that Nolan decided not to.
All right, so in the setup, I just need to say that Warren says he saw Nolan with Katie at 3 o'clock. Right? Okay. I know that one. She's on was the Griot, right? Right. One of Nolan Wells' friends is laying out a timeline, a somewhat more clear timeline of what happened on Horn Island on July 4th, and the final moments that this friend, at least this friend, saw him on the island and who he was with. So Warren, what's Warren's last name? Hudson.
Hudson, yeah.
So Warren Hudson went on this podcast, The Officer Tatum Show, and talked about, this is the same kid who we showed you yesterday, went back to Horn Island, was showing Brandon Tatum, the island and the depth of the water. So now he's sitting down and talking about what happened that day. And remember, up to this point, what we know is that at 4:30, Nolan's friends, who he arrived on the island with, they left. We don't know much more about the full day that they were out there. So this is what Warren is now laying out. And he says that he remembers the last time he saw Nolan was at 3 o'clock. And according to Warren, Nolan had his arms around a girl named Katie, and that he spoke to him and sort of was joking around with him like friends do. And he was saying, you're crazy, Nolan. It seemed like they're having a good time. And then when they're leaving the island, when Warren and several other friends are leaving the island on their boat, which was having some issues at that point, which we'll get into, that's about 4:30. So here he is explaining what happened when they started to get ready to leave at 4:30 and what they said to Nolan.
The last time I saw Nolan was 3 o'clock. And Nolan was cradling a girl in his arms, Katie. My buddy yelled for Nolan, get on the boat. We're leaving. The boat's having issues. And no, he didn't say that, but he was panicking. Nolan, get the boat. Get on the boat. And Nolan said, no, I'm staying out here.
I heard the girl that he was with, Katie, had text somebody that she heard people yelling
Correct.
for Nolan to get on it. Is that true?
And I have a picture of that. She texted my buddy, and the next day everybody was panicking, and everybody's texting Katie, because she was obviously seen with Nolan the whole day at the island. Katie sent a message to my buddy the next day and said, this is the last time I saw him, he's really sweet. But she also mentioned that the last time she saw Nolan was when my buddy was yelling at him to get on the boat. And she was right there to see that Nolan decided not to.
So their account is that Nolan just decided he wasn't going to get on that boat. He also said that that's not uncommon, that when people go out to Horn Island, they'll go out with one person and then whatever happens
Return
out
with
there,
another.
they'll return with someone else. According to Warren, that's not uncommon. But the part about Katie, how much time Katie spent with him is kind of murky. And we don't know, and I'm not at all suggesting that Katie did anything, but there is an inconsistency that we noticed from what Warren said and what Nolan's mother said when she was speaking to the griot. I believe this was last week.
We've never met Katie. I've never seen her in my life. She did reach out to me initially, just saying basically like it was a hey and bye type situation. And I was like, that's not what I'm getting from other people. So like I said, before, a lot of inconsistencies.
Yeah, so interesting because in Warren's interview, he had said they were together the whole day. They were cuddled up at one point.
You certainly paint us the picture he's painting. Certainly.
Yeah, exactly. And, we've been hearing so much about like, oh, Nolan stayed behind to be with a girl, he wanted to spend this time with the girl. And that girl, obviously, we know now is Katie. However, Katie's sister Gracie spoke out, kind of dispelling all these rumors about Katie and Nolan together, saying that Katie thought that Nolan was going to get back on the boat with his friends and leave, and didn't really touch on what happened after Nolan was left with Katie.
And even that is inconsistent because with what Warren said, because Warren said that Katie saw Nolan saying, I'm not getting on the boat with you guys. I'm going to go back with, I'm going to go back with someone else.
Right.
So Gracie is saying that Katie thought Nolan was going back with his friends, but he didn't.
Right, and so then what happened at that point?
There are some inconsistencies, but we are starting to get the timeline, and the part that is still open, and we haven't heard from anyone yet anyway, what happened after 4:30?
Right, exactly.
So after 4:30, those guys leave, Warren and company leave. There were some other friends that Warren said were out there, but they had left already on another boat.
Right.
So who was Nolan planning to go back with, and who was he hanging out with? There were, by the way, it wasn't like all the boats left at that point. We're told that there were several boats, out of dozens probably, still at Horn Island at that point. In fact, the way Warren described it, he said it might have been busier at 4:30 than it was when they first got there.
Yeah, and we know too that investigators interviewed another girl that was on the island where somebody had said, oh, he was also seen with this other girl, not Katie, a different girl. And so investigators went to speak to this girl, and she said, I haven't seen Nolan in a year. In fact, I was at a different island on 4th of July. So there's just a lot of chatter as to who was he with, what was he doing, trying to piece together of the final moments of his life.
Yeah. By the way, the boat that Warren and friends left with, the reason that, he said his friend was saying, come on, we got to go, get on the boat, get on the boat. They were having issues with a bilge pump on there. They were taking on water, and we now know that they had to get towed back to the mainland.
Yep.
And they were fine, but the way Warren describes it is we were at that point, once we left, we were focused on
the boat and their safety.
They weren't thinking about it, and it wasn't until later that night, he said, that they started talking to each other like, hey, did you ever hear from Nolan? And it was that night that they figured, what's going on?
Warren says, Coast Guard.
Right, and Warren says he called the Coast Guard. But, again, this whole thing is what happened after 4:30? Who was he with? There were people there.
Yeah.
And while we haven't heard from them, the public hasn't heard from them, I certainly hope that they have gone to the police and that the sheriff has had a chance to interview them, because that's going to be the answer here.
Yeah.
We need to know who he was with after 4:30.
There's so much about this that just isn't adding up, as you said. And for me, the thing that really bothers me is that any of us can think of stupid things, dangerous things that we did when we were younger. But in my case, we always had a rule. The people you came with are the people you leave with. No excuses. So the fact that they were in a place that was known to be dangerous and they let him be separated is really what bothers me.
Yeah, and Nolan's mother, Christine, said the same thing, that was the rule that they had told him, that you go home with whoever you came with. The way Warren describes it, that was not uncommon, that lots of people did. The way he said it, I believe, was there were dozens of other friends that came out on the boat with them who went back on different boats. So who's, telling the absolute truth here, or who's just having faded memories and not remembering it right? I certainly hope the sheriff can figure that out.
Really scary.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the chat saying?
They're saying those are not his real friends.
This is the part that I just...
About the friends?
This mystery is entirely solvable.
For sure, if people would talk.
My fear, my real worry here is that if someone doesn't talk, then it will remain a mystery, and that is awful for his parents.
Yeah.
And it makes it that much harder to get justice
Yep.
if there was foul play here. And if there wasn't foul play, then all the more reason to please put this family out of their misery and tell them
That it was
what
just
you
an
know happened to
accident.
their son.
Yeah.
If it wasn't foul play, just say, where's the last time you saw him? You
Yeah.
know, if you are on that island at 5 o'clock on July 4th, chances are you probably noticed Nolan Wells. There weren't, from every piece of video we've seen,
That's
from people we
crazy.
said, there weren't that many people of color out there. You know, to be blunt, probably stood out. So I don't buy that nobody saw Nolan Wells after 4:30.
Tracy said whoever had his phone should have known he was missing. Like, if you leave your phone on the boat and you're like, hey, whose phone is this?
Now,
duh.
To that point, Warren said they're focused on the boat when they're going back in. And he did talk about the moment that they realized Nolan's phone was there. And they said it was not uncommon. He goes, when you're out on the island, people leave their phones on a boat.
Right.
Because the water's deep enough, you're not going to be in the water with your phone. That does make sense. The part that people start to go raise an eyebrow is, you didn't realize that your friend's phone was
sitting there?
Was with you until whatever time that night.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The messages people are concerned about, which I understand. Like, if, you know, I used to
By the
go to
way-
parties in high school and we would delete messages being like, hey, do you have a White Claw? Like, I was like, I don't want my mom.
Those deleted messages can be retrieved.
Easily.
I mean, you got to do it in a timely fashion, but you go to the carrier, you can get those deleted messages if you're really doing a serious investigation here. So
Yeah.
hope all those things are happening.
So many inconsistencies. Lakes in the South are known to be dangerous.
Not a lake.
Yeah, lakes in
this is the
general. What is?
ocean.
Oh, it's the
This
ocean.
is the Gulf.
Oh.
They're in the Gulf.
Oh.
This island is not in the middle. It's just off Mississippi in the Gulf.
My bad. Somebody's
The
lying.
Gulf of, what do you call it?
Mexico. Booyah shaka. I had to think. I was like, well, what else is it called? And
I just call it the
remembered.
Gulf now.
The Gulf. That's a pretty bipartisan take. I
They
like
know.
that one.
They know what I'm talking
You call
about.
it the Big G? The Big G
Down
of
in
A?
the Big G.
The Big G of A. It's really funny.
You don't need the app. It's just more convenient.
It really feels like a Friday, doesn't it?
It is.
I
You've
know.
made it.
I know. Every week I start off, and by Wednesday.
You've gone down to Friday attire.
Yeah, it's Friday.
Didn't you have heels on Monday?
Yep.
Range.
She has just,
Oh yeah, who was the big
These are
giant who was walking around here
This is
earlier? He was
the-
like,
yeah.
oh, look how much taller I am
Did
than
you
you,
just call
Charles.
me giant?
yeah, you
Yes,
wanna.
the
You just called me
I
giant.
said the giant.
You called me behemoth woman on live stream.
Everyone's a giant to you, Charles.
These were also my shower shoes in college. We got real low on Friday. These were my
I know,
college
this
shower
is the
shoes.
arc of giving up right here.
Let's be
Yeah.
honest. And by the
But you
way,
know what? My
I'm gonna tell you
personality,
guys, I'm gonna tell you
consistent.
guys something about Talia here. When we
hell
started
yeah.
the day,
Where'd you find
she
it?
was, for some reason, came in with
Love it.
a box full of tater tots that she was eating.
I was just hungry for breakfast.
Why do you think someone might be woofing down potatoes.
Because they forgot to eat dinner.
At 7 in the morning.
When you need greasy fried potatoes.
Yeah.
At least you made it in.
Yeah.
But barely. But barely. I was fine. Yeah, I can't. And look,
Yeah.
I am just a breath of fresh air,
You
a
don't look
ray of
hungover.
sunshine.
I mean, it's not that fresh. There's a little bit of last night on it.
Don't say breath. We'll get a
I am
breathalyzer in here
just-
right now if you
I
want.
am just.
You did
showed
share
up
the
to
tots
work.
though, so that was
I have
nice.
a smile
Yeah,
on my
like she
face.
showed up.
And she
doesn't look
shared the
bad.
tots.
I'm on camera. I'm doing my job.
I'm doing my best.
You
I'm
get
just a
points for
girl.
sharing
Do I
the
still
tots.
have makeup on? Yes.
Okay.
Take it away,
all right.
Charles.
Now go serious. David time. The mom broke down.
No, there is something new. Now, man, the stuff that we just got, they're showing photos of the body, right? People gasped. Someone said, Jesus. People started walking out. He even looked away. Close up. Yes. It seems like these were close-up photos today.
Of the
And some of them also showed the wounds in her torso, the stab wounds. They did. No, they did show them. They showed them. Yeah, because of the tattoo. Yeah, courtroom gasps. Celeste photos draw gasps.
And the mother broke down.
That was yesterday.
Oh, that wasn't.
This
today.
is stuff we're
Okay.
talking about happened today. So
Got
I'm
it,
going to start
got it.
with that.
And then back into.
Right.
Okay.
A what?
We weren't going to do
No. Let him cook. What's the Jamie email chain about?
Karumi and Jamie are talking about Tony Romo's mugshot and why he's smiling. But they're exchanging it with the entire desk.
Are they guesstimating?
Why is he smiling? Because he had a good time.
Guesstimating BAC?
Not that I saw. I just saw two of them.
Okay. The preliminary hearing of the singer David got even more gruesome today. So much so, it started to clear the courtroom. People actually getting up because they could not stomach what was being shown in the courtroom. These were, from what we were told, these are very graphic photos, close-up photos of body parts of Celeste Rivas, but also stab wounds in her torso. There were not just open gasps, people gasping openly, but someone said Jesus under their breath. And then there was a stream of some people who just couldn't take it and started to walk out. Now, David, for the first time, showed some reaction. All week as this has been going on, he has remained fairly stone-faced as all the evidence was presented and during the testimony. But we're told today he actually looked away when some of these photos were being shown. It is, you know,
horrific
for him. And remember, you know, as I said, some people were walking out today, but Celeste's family, they have been there all week and they are seeing all this. And it's just got to be difficult. And actually, her mother
finally
had
broke
a moment
down
yesterday.
and broke down. Had to leave the courtroom. These photos are extremely upsetting. It does seem a bit cumulative, but remember, this is a case built entirely on the forensics. They don't have sort of eyewitnesses and things of that nature, so they do need to show these wounds and the remains of the body and the state of the body to build their case against David, and he's pled not guilty to this, so they are building their case. But obviously the people in the gallery are very upset by these images because of the state of decomposition of her body.
Right, and there are, by the way, people every day lining up to get a seat in here because there's been such interest, public interest. You have a lot of like the internet sleuths who've been following this case who are showing up at court. Today, it was just too much for some people to handle.
His reaction's interesting, that he finally turned away from it. He had been stone-faced, as you said, very, very stoic. Some people would say that it looks, off for someone to be able to just process these images without a response. But him turning away is an indication that the nature of these photos are just very, very upsetting for anyone.
Yeah. Now, as for his team, now remember, this is not the trial. This is just a preliminary hearing. This is to convince the judge, David, there's enough evidence for him to stand trial. His attorney, his defense attorney, is putting up a fight here as far as some of the DNA evidence, the way it was presented yesterday as DNA evidence. And she's, pointing out that this doesn't mean it's 100% David.
Yeah, that's their job, is to sort of start to poke holes. This is mostly a one-sided presentation in a preliminary hearing. They're just trying to show probable cause to bring the case against David. He'll have his day in court to defend himself at trial, but this is where you start to poke holes.
On cross-examination, Blair Burke was
You push back.
Yeah, pushing back, saying that, you can't, they're saying that there is,
the existence
that
of
David
the DNA
might be in the class of people that would be in this DNA, but she's saying also these are items that were, some of the items they were talking about were found in his house.
Right.
She's like, well, of course.
His DNA is going to be in his home, right? So that's what complicates this case. If the crime took place at his home, his DNA is everywhere and should be everywhere, frankly, even if he didn't commit any crime. So she's starting to lay that foundation. You'll hear a lot of this, but it's starting to come into focus a little bit how they'll defend him.
Right.
Okay, so sunny British Columbia here. I think it's still early on in the case, and their defense lawyer is just doing whatever she can to find evidence that defends their client. So yeah, it's early on, and we're just gonna have to do our best to wait a bit and before jumping to any conclusions, because it's easy to jump into conclusions when there's a lot of emotion built around this case, especially for the photos that you've discussed as well.
Yeah, the emotion is definitely going to be there, and the evidence is gruesome. I just want to. The fact that we've been saying this, there's plenty of evidence to say, yes, he should stand trial. Doesn't mean that he's going to be found guilty and he'll put up a fight. Why wasn't this an indictment?
Yeah.
There's certainly enough evidence that it could have gone before a grand jury.
Sure.
Why do this preliminary hearing for 5 days at this point? And we do believe that today, we think, is going to be the last day.
It's a good question. I mean, this is, Nathan Hochman has a certain style. There was a long period of time in conducting this investigation to even get to this point, and what they laid out is so voluminous that I think they wanted sort of an open presentation of this evidence that they have amassed over the course of their investigation to show that they were crossing their T's and dotting their I's to get to this point.
Do you think it is also potentially sort of intimidation?
For sure.
To show David's team, we have all of this. You guys should probably start thinking about a plea deal.
A plea of some sort. Yeah, you want to show a tidal wave of evidence that you've already gathered, and they're really doing a good job.
In a grand jury, because
not to the same extent. Those indictments are much thinner, and then you save some of that and you press your case. But no, they're certainly showing their cards a lot more than is typical, and that is intimidating.
Yeah. See, Danielle, thought we were going to come up short.
A lot of people have a lot of choice words. I don't know if I can read a lot of them out loud.
Choice words for whom?
For David. A lot of guilty, guilty, guilty. She was 11 when she met David. That's ridiculous. For sure, a psychopath. Want him to be locked up for life. Can't see him doing that all by himself, but who knows? Scumbag, whoever killed her.
Yeah.
Why does a rapper with no connection to landscaping need a chainsaw? Great question.
Several. 2
chainsaws.
I think you're right. There were 3 chainsaws. There were 3 that they know of that were ordered. They found 2 chainsaws and a regular saw, and they know that there was a 3rd chainsaw
on the loose somewhere?
That was ordered. Yeah.
Damn. I think David will plead no contest. What does that mean?
That is correct.
What does that mean?
That the one that he ordered through DoorDash or something like that, delivery service, is the one that they did not locate.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say potentially, allegedly, that's the one he used
Oh.
in the dismemberment. They don't
Uh-oh.
have that
tool.
They don't have that tool. It's sort of like you don't have the smoking gun.
Also, DoorDash, why are you delivering chainsaws?
I did not, I guess they'll deliver anything. Or it was Postmates. It was Postmates.
Postmates.
Yeah. Yeah.
Postmates.
They deliver everything.
You should have to show maybe like an OSHA license before you get one of those. Is that OSHA?
OSHA, no, it's
I just
not OSHA.
recently learned about OSHA and now I'm kind of obsessed.
That's not what OSHA
I'm like, that's got to be an OSHA violation. Like when you roll through on when sometimes Corey's on like the little lift.
No, she doesn't mean Oshkosh either.
No, Oshkosh is the children's brand of clothing.
You have Lucas?
Oshkosh Bagosh. It's also a beautiful city in Wisconsin, I believe, right? Oshkosh, Wisconsin? Liam, that's a zinger.
It's not stable.
God, I'm on fire today.
Right now.
Oshkosh?
This is, guys.
Oshkosh McDonald's?
The thing. Very
I don't. Hey, Lucas. Hey, how you doing?
I don't know if you guys heard, but LeBron
Oh.
announced where he's going,
Scared.
and
Yeah, I'm
it's
scared.
not Cleveland.
He even wore his.
We're going to talk about it now. We had a very real moment in the newsroom while we were shooting the other show.
No.
That's when the announcement was made, and Lucas broke the news to us, and it was raw. Raw.
All right, D-block.
My man was going through it. So I don't know how this is going to go.
I never got to finish telling my story about Trump talking about the seats, him replacing the cushions. He said that they used.
Yeah.
That Biden only had 20 cushions, and he replaced 40. Take it out. And it's also the anniversary of Hulk Hogan, R.I.P. his death. And I thought someone
Oh, my
died.
gosh.
Yeah, I thought it is today. I thought somebody
That's right.
died. I literally thought somebody died when Lucas said that.
Well,
because that's kind of what happened last
sort
time.
of.
Yeah,
Someone
well,
sort of did.
His soul died, but
LeBron's legacy died. R.I.P.
I know. But yeah, it's a year
year
today for Hulk.
A year ago today, I was at Glacier National
yeah.
Park.
Oh yeah, you were out there.
Because I remember I went into the park, there's no service.
And then you got out.
And then when we came out, my phone was blowing up, and there's
Right.
all sorts of messages like, Hulk Hogan's dead. What?
God.
I can.
Perfect.
Picture of, yeah. What's the Sixers line? Is that a Sixers thing?
Trust the process. Yeah. Back to the Daryl Morey days. Just playing in our face.
Oh, he said that while he was at Fanatics Fest or something?
Said that, and then Tyrese Halliburton asked him a question. He's like, "You're going on what year? 76?" So Halliburton knew.
It was all there.
Even Taco Bennett knew. Everyone knew.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry.
All right. Sorry. Welcome back to TMZ Live. LeBron James always said that he deeply regretted that whole decision show he did and the big pageantry around him making the decision to leave the Cavaliers and go to the Miami Heat. True to his word, he did not have any big show this morning when he dropped the news, but it was just as devastating for a lot of people in Cleveland who thought he was coming back. Instead, he is going to be a Philadelphia 76er. Or do they just go by Sixers now? He is going to be playing in Philadelphia. That was the decision. And there were lots of hints about this. But I think certainly we know that people in Miami thought that it was going to be them because we had that whole YouTube screw up earlier in this week where they said they were getting ready for a press conference for him. It's not going to happen in Miami. There will be a press conference eventually in Philadelphia, but not in Cleveland. And I got to tell you, like, we had a moment this morning. We were in the middle of shooting TMZ on TV, and Lucas, because he's always staying on top of things, was the first person in the newsroom to see the news. Unfortunately, Lucas is also from Northern Ohio and was very upset.
Yeah, I was. And I think the issue here is he just strung everyone along. If the Cavs weren't going to be an option, or the second that he knew it wasn't going to be Cleveland, let them know. This hurts. It doesn't hurt as bad as the first time he left, but ultimately, and this is like the unbiased side of it, I feel like this damages his legacy a bit because he's coming out in his statement saying, I'm chasing a ring. I want to win one more time before I leave. This is my last
Does he get
decision.
any credit for the fact that he's doing this on the cheap? Like he said, I'm not going to make this decision about money, and he signed a 2-year deal for $8 million. I know $8 million is a lot of money, generally speaking, but for an NBA contract for a player of LeBron's status, that means you're basically playing for free.
Well, that also hurts more because he always told Cleveland, I need talent around me, but would not take a pay cut. So it's like, why are you now doing this here? And does it also mean that...
Well, the Sixers already had the talent, right? They had assembled all of their superstar players, and LeBron was sort of the last one, the last
Right, but he's telling Cavs front office, hey, I need help, but I will not take a pay cut. Anyway, this whole decision, which he says is his last, he says comes after what he thought would have been his last game when he played for the Lakers. He thought he was going to retire. He said, I honestly thought that was going to be at the end of it. But no, he's signed a 2-year, $8 million deal, and he's might be playing 2 more seasons.
And he's going to be playing with
Philly.
like 4 other great players.
Yes, basketball-wise, it does make sense if these guys can stay healthy. But at the same time, does Philly care about LeBron? He is going somewhere that, for the majority of his career, they have rooted against him. They have never liked him. And then now he's just going to join them, and they're welcoming him with open arms.
The same thing happened when he went to Miami. The same thing happened when he went to the Lakers.
So someone who has been documenting this for the past 10 years, it has come down to this moment. And his big documentary that he's absolutely inevitably going to come out with ESPN or wherever, is going to end with him in Philly? That's what your legacy is going to end on? That's going to be the period?
Yeah, I mean, Philadelphia is a city. It's they never mind. Sorry.
Hey, this is Emiliana from Pennsylvania. This is insane. As a Philly fan myself, I am on top of the world, baby. I feel like I have entered an alternate reality where LeBron James is now on the Sixers. I have no words, okay? This city is already burning to the ground. You know, I can't even believe what's going to happen here. You know, Philly fans, we have a tendency to get pretty crazy, but I hope that we're on our best behavior and we treat LeBron just as well as he's going to treat us.
Oh, that's right. I'm sorry. What did you say your name was?
Emiliana.
Emiliana. Do you have any words for Lucas? Emiliana's from Philly. She's very excited. Oh my gosh. She's excited. He's from Cleveland, and he's not excited. He's kind of upset.
I say they hate us because they ain't us, baby. No one likes us. We don't care. It's Philly.
He wasn't taking shots at you. He thinks LeBron kind of did him dirty. So,
I think LeBron will be great.
No
for
words
us.
of comfort for Lucas?
We'll treat him good here in Philly. We'll get him a nice cheesesteak. He'll be well taken care of.
I'm supposed to go to a wedding in Philly at the end of September. I'm not going anymore. I'm kidding. You're laughing.
No, I know you're dead serious. I know you're dead serious.
Wait, if she's still around,
came on,
send her
she
this.
was so excited. She's from Philly, and she was very excited. This is going to be great and everything. And I said, you have anything to say to Lucas? She's like, we'll get him a cheesesteak. We'll treat him right.
That's nice. Go out there.
Well, what was Beckerman saying?
He said that this is great.
What, him going to Philly?
Great team. No, he thought your reaction was great.
That was, listen, that's real. I get it. I feel your pain, man.
Okay.
I feel your pain.
Not right now, because we're kind of...
When LeBron came back.
No.
This only proves
Knicks in 5.
that was all for him. When he won in 2016, he said, Cleveland, this is for you. No, that wasn't true at all. Cleveland, this is for me. That's what he was saying. Because if he actually cared, if he had a heart, he would have ended things where it started, in Cleveland. He couldn't even say Cleveland in his statement. He said, Northeast Ohio will always be home. He couldn't even say Cleveland. He hates it that much.
Well, I think he was saying I think he meant for the entire, he wanted all of Northern Ohio, Northeast. Like,
the kid from Akron is ashamed to have played for the hometown team. Gosh.
I hate to see it.
Gosh. And you know what really sucks? And this is just a personal thing.
We noticed. You didn't have to tell us it was a personal thing.
And you want to know another thing.
As a sports fan, okay, everyone has their highs and lows. I am a Cleveland fan. The biggest moment of my life as a sports fan came at the hands of the guy who has pissed me off more than anybody.
LeBron James?
Like, it is so, yeah.
LeBron James.
My second favorite moment as a Cleveland fan, when we drafted Johnny Manziel.
Okay.
Anyways, all right, going to Chloe
I think
Kim
that does
with
show the disparity
Babcock.
of the Cleveland fan, and
All
we
right.
should all say a prayer for poor Lucas.
I'm sorry.
Interestingly, though, Corey, who's behind the camera, you guys, he's from you told him you were happy
was
for
nodding
LeBron, right?
his head to everything Lucas said.
Fraud.
Everything Lucas said, Corey was
Corey's
nodding his
happy
head.
for LeBron.
Who's the bigger fraud, Corey or LeBron? Good God.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It's Ohio and Ohio violence has got to stop. Can we get OH?
It's not even our school. We're OU, oh yeah.
Well,
Come on, Charles. Let's get through this. You got things to do.
I wish he was kidding.
All right, so what are we doing here? I thought we were not doing Chloe.
Go Guards,
We're
Jose
doing-
Ramirez.
I mean, Chloe is also sports.
Okay.
Okay, so where are we doing Roma? Okay, all right, that's fine. So there is a very painful ordeal a lot of celebrities are going through. I want to ask you to take a moment to really feel for them. I'm joking, of course, but Chloe Kim is speaking out about something that she says is become an issue for her and probably for lots of celebrities. In fact, after she raised this issue, some other celebs have said, you know what, I've noticed this. It all has to do with celebs taking selfies with fans and what the fans then do with those photos after they're taken.
If you are going to stop me for a photo and you're gonna post it, Facetune me too, okay? Stop just Facetuning yourself, looking all gorgeous, and I'm next to you like, don't. That's rude.
I wish I could say she said that like sarcastically.
No,
I think she's
that's
serious. Dude, if that's your biggest problem in life, Chloe.
No,
and also,
I
how old
agree
is-
with her, Charles.
What?
Yeah.
How old is Chloe Kim? She's like 23 or
I know,
something like
and
that.
she's beautiful.
26.
She looks
No
looks
one
great.
at 26 should be face-tuning anything.
Because the truth is, Charles, and you know people do this, they look at themselves, they edit themselves. In fact, I think sometimes friends look for bad pictures of their friends, so they look good. That's a thing. And she looks great.
This sounds like you've been yelling at your friends about face-tuning also. Yeah.
Look at this.
No.
This is yesterday.
Oh my God.
Steve
oh my
sends
God.
me this picture. He says, I got a great picture of you and Bruce Buffer.
Well, face-tuning's not going to help
I
that.
know.
Face-tuning's not going to help that. Who are they? It doesn't matter. Who is it? Coco Gauff? Yeah. It's fine. I don't need to name them. Oh, all right, I'll do it. Sure. Hang in here. What? Well, look. What? I don't see this as an actual issue. But after, like I said, Chloe posted that, and Coco Gauff said, "So real," and
this is a real issue.
Suni
Charles.
Lee said, "Please, this is so real." Come on.
I'm glad somebody had the courage to say it.
Here's the problem. All three of them are in their mid-20s.
No, wait. It's only going to get worse, guys.
Or younger than that.
Right.
And they're worried about Facetune?
Right. Not
Come
a
on.
wrinkle in sight.
Facetune this. Someone help me.
Mine too. Wow.
You know, you said that out loud, right? You know, you said that out loud.
Oh, come on, Mike. I had this one friend in high school who would whiten her teeth in every photo and not whiten any of ours, and we all looked like gremlins.
That's good.
I was like, dude, your teeth are glowing in the dark, and all of us look like we just ate like yellow food dye. Can you please do something about that?
Yep.
The answer? No.
For
All right.
TFT.
I know I would. Thank you.
So we're doing, what is, this is E-Block? Really?
Oh.
Why are you suddenly so low? Did I? Daniela? Got it. Got it. Man, that Lucas segment was fucking gold. It was so real. I just want to tell you guys something. I'm not making fun of Lucas. Actually, I understand what Lucas is going. I'm a Jets fan, all right? So I get disappointment, and it's in my genes. It's fine. I have long wanted to do something. Now, you tell me if this is a good idea. I want to understand why we give a shit so much about sports. I really want to understand it. And my idea that has been bouncing around my head for about 10 years is to give up sports for a year. I'm not going to watch any sports, not going to look at scores. I'm just going to give it up for a year so I can understand what it adds to my life. By removing it from my life, I'll figure out what it adds to my life. But my fear in doing that has always been, yes, I want to hear your theory. My fear has been that I'm going to miss out on something like, if I had done it this year, I would have missed out on the Knicks winning a championship for the first time in 53 years.
Don't want to miss that.
So the joy I felt at the Knicks winning, and by the way, it's still Knicks in 5. I don't care where LeBron's playing.
Probably true.
It's actually showed me what I wanted to figure out, why we care so much about sports.
Well, why don't you have like a monitor? Like I can watch the sports for you, and if it gets really good, where I'm like, okay, Charles will be upset if he misses out on this.
Then I just jump back in.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's no real stakes. If I'm just gonna come back into it at any point, you gotta commit to it.
Yeah, that's true. I think though that
You'd be like, oh, I'm not gonna do heroin this week, but and then
unless I really have to. That's fair. I think our love for sports comes from evolution. I think it's survival of the fittest. The people who are the strongest, who win, people naturally gravitate towards them.
You know what?
And then I think similar thing. That's what happened in Rome in the Colosseum.
At first,
they were all
I thought
fighting.
you were being ridiculous, but
no, I think it's really like, oh, that is an
There might be
alpha
something
human.
there.
We're gonna root for them. We want to be like them. We want to watch them fight. Also, I think entertainment.
I'm gonna think about this.
I think entertainment might be an innate human quality.
You might have something there.
Take it away, Charles.
Well. Just B-roll. Brendan, you ready? Because I don't know. Because I don't know.
It's kind of a weird story.
I don't really.
Yeah,
get
I
it.
just watched the report. You saw it?
Yeah, but I don't fully
It's
understand
basically like
what.
they're just basically saying, yeah.
Yeah. All right. We'll figure it out. Here we go. So Taylor Frankie Paul's ongoing battle with her ex, Dakota Mortensen, took an interesting twist today when we found out about the police were called out to Dakota's place. Dakota and his roommate wanted to file a complaint because they believed that Taylor had hired a private investigator to follow Dakota. And so they wanted to report this to the police. The interesting twist here is what happened when the police officer has a conversation with them about this. The officer even spoke to the PI who was there and then decided, you know what, I need to bring in ChatGPT.
It's the weirdest thing. The station in Utah obtained the body-worn camera footage, and the officer, after talking to the PI, who basically, without saying it directly, says he's been hired to work for Taylor to follow Dakota around. The officer goes back to his car, and he gets on the ChatGPT app, and he's asking if it's a private investigator following this person is violating the protective order that Dakota has against Taylor. Obviously, she has one against him as well.
Which usually it says something about you can't directly or indirectly harass this person.
Technically, he's a third party for her side.
That would be
so he would be violating the protective order, is what the officer was trying to find out.
So the officer went to ChatGPT. Just so you know, so you do it in your lives probably where you're like, oh, let me ask Chat about that. It's just weird to see an officer do it because don't they have access to
the law?
All this information to the law. Like, I mean, even if I'm not going to say every officer knows every part of the law.
But a protective order, there's so many against so many people in the world. So you would think at this point in the officer's career, he would have an idea of what Utah law is for a protective order.
By the way, what did Chat say to him?
It basically gave him a response, and in the interview, they even have this like FBI agent that's implying like he shouldn't be doing this because the information
on ChatGPT
could be inaccurate, and he's letting the PI off the hook.
He's making a decision, a legal decision here as an officer of the law based on ChatGPT, where
and what they're compiling from the internet.
It's
necessarily
not foolproof, right?
Correct.
It's not. It's just gathering. It's pulling information in from the internet, and it's not always accurate. I think anyone who's used it, who's used AI bots, you know that you don't always get 100% accurate information.
You don't trust it, but yeah, I mean, what's interesting is we now have confirmation that there was a PI that was following. To me, when I watch it, it's very clear because you can tell he's like, well, I don't really know if I should answer it. Well, if you're not hired by Taylor's side to follow him, then why are you sitting outside of Dakota's house?
What we can say is someone hired him. He was there. Whether or not it's Taylor, because he didn't cop to that, but
he's definitely
kind of like who else would hire a PI to follow Dakota?
Right.
Lauren Mayo from LA. I have no problem using ChatGPT to write an email or like rewrite a draft text to your ex, but I have to draw the line at police reports. I don't know, it feels like it could cause a lot of problems, and it kind of feels like the start of like a really weird true crime documentary.
True crime, AI. Ooh. True Detective. Oh, that's the next season of True Detective on HBO? No? Oh, we'll do it. Good idea. Yeah, we'll do it. Sorry, True Detective, you can't have it. Sort of.
Remember Marilyn's AI curls on that pillow?
And you know what's coming up?
Something new?
Later this month, we have another.
Another one.
Thank you.
That was my DJ Khaled.
Very good. Or bad.
Me for live stream, me for live stream.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about it other than that he was arrested.
Your area, but we'll have Babcock stand up.
Groovy.
Babcock, Tony Romo, but just stands. Yeah. We're just gonna go. Trying to finish this show now.
Push across the finish line.
her take the battery swapping. Oh.
B swap.
Isn't that what they play in space?
That's how Melissa's walking.
Bump it along, chat. Feel every bump.
Chat, feel every bump.
Chat went on a ride.
You said just audio?
You guys doing a pickup?
He has this and then G Block in this area as well. Great. No one has flowers. I need some flowers. No, Babcock, but he's going to stand up.
Okay, this is Babcock.
So we're just here minding our business, doing our TMZ live thing, and we got some breaking news that came in about a former NFL superstar and now NFL announcer, Tony Romo, who is from the Wisconsin area, was in Milwaukee last night, and was arrested for an alleged DUI. Kind of surprising, I guess, only because Tony Romo has always seemed like a guy who's, you know what? I shouldn't say that. Everybody is susceptible to getting a DUI.
Yeah, it's always puzzling,
and
though, Charles.
It's always puzzling
Yeah.
because the first thing everybody says when they see a famous person get a DUI is, why are you driving?
Right.
Why don't you have a driver?
Right.
And I'm sure that's what everyone's going to say about Tony Romo. My response to that is, you don't know what the circumstances were of that night. You don't know. They didn't plan.
Yeah.
And it's not an excuse. It certainly doesn't hold up in a court of
No,
law.
right. They won't
But
care.
as for why they end up in that circumstance,
Right. I mean, it's
it
obviously
could be
it's not
that.
a money issue. He made so much money as a player. He's got the big job with CBS now calling
Right.
games. Police basically said we stopped him as part of a traffic stop. They felt like he was under the influence. They put him through field sobriety tests. They say he flunked those tests. So they arrested him, they booked him, and they released him. And now he's got a court date in September.
was it they pulled him over, or was it a DUI stop? It must have been they pulled him over because it was on. He was on.
It was on a
interstate.
highway. Yeah, exactly.
He was on
interstate.
I-43.
And then they said he flunks the field sobriety tests, and now he'll be back in court in September.
Wow.
Yeah.
I wonder what he was in
Golf
Milwaukee for.
tournament.
Oh.
Yeah, and he's
Yes,
a big
big-time
golfer. He
golfer.
loves golf.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's not a great look.
Yeah, not a good look, especially, I mean, he has a big job
Yeah.
as the lead announcer.
Right, he's their
for
top,
CBS.
their number one guy, and CBS has not yet commented. Interested to see what they'll have to say about this.
Yeah, but as far as we know, this is his first time.
Yeah, first
offense,
time. It's a OVI.
Which doesn't make it any less serious, but what it does mean when you go into court, usually there's some leniency and you end up doing some, alcohol education programs, but we'll see.
Hi, I'm Jenna, and honestly, I kind of said the same thing that you had initially said about how, really, you're a celebrity, you can afford a driver, you can afford Uber, and I kind of I feel like I say that about normal people too, Uber is readily available for everybody, but yeah, I guess we don't know the circumstances, and it sounds like, he's a first-time offender.
Yeah, you don't plan on it. I'm sure Tony Romo didn't expect to get behind the wheel after drinking, if that's what happened, but yeah, you're right. Uber is, whether you're famous or not, it's a lot cheaper wherever you're going than a DUI. What else do you guys want to talk about?
Talking about the hot sauce with Tom Holland, I'm Harvey Levin from Fort Smith, Arkansas. Look, Tom is English and very likely not used to spicy food, so he's very lucky to even be alive. I mean, at least we know that Spider-Man has finally met an opponent more powerful than Thanos. Ha ha, hot sauce.
We'll give you bonus points for dressing for the part. One more.
Hi, I'm Sade from Houston, Texas. And yes, you guys all know that Diddy is missing his baby oil parties. Come on, guys. You know that he likes to fight.
No comment. Jesus. She said, you guys know Diddy's missing his baby oil parties. He likes to.
Is that what he said?
Yes.
True? Confirmed?
That's what she said.
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh. I was saying, though, in jail, they have so much time. They probably come up with the most creative, ridiculous, personal insults ever. Think about the ones I can come up with here on such short notice. Imagine
And you're
if
in
I had...
a minimum security prison.
Exactly. Well, I'm in solitary confinement back in that corner. But imagine if I had all the
There's a
time in the
reason for
world
that.
and no access to my phone. I'd be so creative.
They have internet access.
No, but I'm saying, like, they don't, it's probably not good.
I mean, the internet.
I was saying we should start a side hustle selling cell phones to prisoners.
What? How are you going to get it into them?
I'm gonna have to do something.
The old
I'm gonna have
keister.
I'm gonna have to be a spy.
All right, so what happened here at a birthday party where?
Chat, we're moving quick. I see ya.
Like
I
a
see
house
ya.
party?
That's the best place to work, Talia. Talia, that's how you get shanked.
Tell me again, what show is Dobrik on?
If you can afford to get drunk, you can afford an Uber. That's fair. Or you just get a
Vampire
credit card.
something?
Or ask a stranger to. If a stranger came up to me and was like, "Hey, I'm really drunk. I can't drive home. I will pay for your Uber." Maybe, depending on how far you're going. Or I might call Charles to buy you one. Like, I'm going to Vegas. Well, maybe not. I'll Uber you to a motel.
Is this sound up?
Hey, Babcock, they didn't forget about your street taco. Talia, what are you having for lunch? Buffalo cauliflower.
I'm sorry, Daniel. Is it sound up?
I'm gonna have buffalo cauliflower. I don't think we have the taco.
What?
We could go get one.
Did you hear that?
No.
You've been called into service.
Me?
What do you know about David Dobrik?
Literally nothing.
What do you know about the party?
Nothing, but I'll lie.
Tells TMZ, LAPD was on a loud party.
Let me read it real
at
quick.
10 p.m. Thursday.
Get me in there.
Sherman Oaks.
Put me in, coach.
Officers hung around. Snap photos of the cops and shaking their hands. Fogarty. And we're told there were no arrests or citations.
How do you spell Dobrik?
The vlog squad?
I know the vlog squad. You want me in?
Sure, please.
All right.
We got to fill a minute 45 here.
Okay. Okay.
So in the video, are we seeing Snoop
Shaking hands.
talk to the... host?
I believe it's a spliff. Taking pictures with the cops.
Okay, great.
Okay.
All right, we got it.
All right,
We
this is
got
easy.
this.
We got
Please,
this. Come on, Charles.
Got this. Yes, yes. Yeah, come on in.
Oh,
come on in.
hey, thanks.
Chat, if you guys want to join in, this is
Jump
the time.
in.
If you got something...
Let's see what y'all got to say.
All right. Talia, I imagine you've had a house party or two.
Thank you. I
Or
have
attended a house party or two.
been and thrown a many.
And you know that eventually, maybe, possibly, the cops might show up.
If it's a fun one, for sure.
So, do you always have a designated person to speak to the cops?
Absolutely.
Got to have that. Well, David Dobrik was having a birthday party last night in the Valley. Had a big house party. Lots of people there. Big affair. And as maybe you might expect with that many people, house party. Look, Snoop's even there.
Snoop's there.
Someone called the cops. Someone in the neighborhood called the cops.
So lame.
Said that it was far too loud, and so the cops came in there. Now, who would you expect to be the person to talk to the cops? Who's gonna say, officer, there's nothing to worry about here?
I'm sending David Dobrik in.
No, you send Snoop. You send Snoop.
All right, that's fair.
I mean, probably don't have him smoking weed when it
He's
happens,
smoking-
but
yeah.
look,
Shaking
Snoop is the guy
hands.
shaking hands. That's the guy you send Snoop in to say, take a couple of selfies, Come on in, officer. It's
If
fine.
you're the
Take some
police
photos.
officer, that has to be your best day on the job.
Yes.
That is
Those
the
officers
greatest.
are going to like, hey, David, we just need you to keep it down a little bit. Oh, is that Snoop?
Yeah.
Come here, come here. We'll take photos. It's all diffused. Everybody, keep the party going.
Yeah. I
Just
mean,
turn the music down a little bit.
Our
And
chat-
Snoop will be passing around weed.
our chat says, imagine having Snoop as the designated person to talk to cops. Uncle Snoop will clear it all up.
If Snoop can't clear it up,
Nobody can.
you're probably going to jail. No one went to jail. They actually didn't even issue any citations.
Nothing.
I'm sure they just turned the music down like 1 or 2 notches until the police left, and then you turn it back up.
Back up.
That is going to do it for us. You guys have a great weekend.
Nice.
You know what, Daniela? Maybe a thanks, guys, that was great would be nice.
I heard the woohoo.
Good job. See that?
Thank you.
Filling
Great work.
time. Filling time. What? Who applauded for who? When? I didn't hear any applause.
One take
Oh,
Sam?
you mean when I did the promo this morning at 8 o'clock? Yes. It's 12:30. I'm supposed to live on that for all day?
That's gonna get you through August, brother.
Imagine nobody's ever clapped for Liam.
Still Nixon 5. That's all that matters.
Actually, we should clap for Liam because today is the 1-year anniversary of Hulk Hogan's death, and he's the one who flagged that.
Really? Well, all right.
Mazel tov,
It
Liam.
feels like a weird thing to clap
for.
for.
We left that out of the doc. He just keeps
Yeah.
bringing it up. I'm sick of hearing him.
We left that out of the documentary. Okay, hold on a second. Just let me be clear with you. Can I just speak to you for a second? What we talked about was
Hi.
1:15, right?
But that was if you could have finished the show earlier to get done.
I'm Talia. Thanks
Well,
for coming to TMZ
That
Live.
show feed.
We're gonna do I think Charles is gonna get a sentence or two out. You gonna do a promo?
Completely doable.
I'm Charles, and this is TMZ Live. Tune in. Was that what y'all needed? If you cover the camera, you don't know who's who. It's me, Charles. My knees hurt.
What?
That was my impression. All right.
All right, guys.
Have a great weekend.
We've got a bunch of other stuff we got to do.
It's always something around here. Something I gotta
It's
do.
always something.
Go pick up my Erewhon order. Love you guys.
on me.